Hey, what's up? It's Mr. Clark. Today we're going to be working on volume of rectangular prisms, specifically showing that the volume of a prism is the area of the base times the height. Alright, let's get started. So first, let's look at what volume really means. Looking at this prism that says it's 9 by 4 by 3. So that means it's 4 wide and 9 long, and if I start filling it with my unit cubes, we'll see what volume actually means is the filling up of an object of unit cubes. So if we look at that base layer that we just put on the bottom of the prism, we see that it's 9 long and 4 wide. So 9 times 4 will give me the number of cubes on that base layer. 9 times 4 is 36. So we have 36 unit cubes on that base layer of this prism. Now, the height is 3, so that tells me I have 3 layers that fill this prism. So I have one more layer, and then a third layer on top. So to find out the volume of this prism, or how many total cubes, I can multiply 36 times 3, which gives me 108 unit cubes. So we found the volume by doing 36 times 3. 36 was the base layer, and 3 was the height. So you can find the volume of any prism by always multiplying the area of the base and multiplying it by the height. And that's how you can find the volume of any rectangular prism. So let's look at an example and find the volume by multiplying the area of the base times the height. So here I'm giving a prism showing unit cubes. So first I got to see how many are on each side. So I have 6 long, 3 wide, and 3 tall. So the first thing I'm going to do is find the area of that base layer, or how many unit cubes make up that base layer. So looking at that base layer, look at the dimensions. I have 6 and 3, so 6 times 3 gives me 18 unit cubes that make up that base layer. Now that I know my base layer is 18 unit cubes, I look at the height, which tells me how many total layers there are, 3 layers. So the volume will be 18 times 3. Because 18 are in my base layer and there's 3 total layers. So 18 times 3 gives me 54 unit cubes, which is my volume. Alright, let's look at one more example. Find the volume by multiplying the area of the base times the height. Here I'm given a prism with its dimensions of 5 by 4 by 8. Now my base layer is 5 times 8. So 5 times 8 gives me 40 cubic centimeters on that base layer. So I'm going to take 40 cubic centimeters and multiply it by the total number of layers, which is 4 layers. So to find my volume, I'm going to multiply the number of cubes in my base layer times the total number of layers, which is 4. So 40 times 4 gives me 160 cubic centimeters. So we would say our volume of this prism is 160 cubic centimeters. So just remember, you always get your volume by first finding the number of unit cubes in your base layer and multiplying it by its height or its total number of layers, and that will always give you your volume in cubic or unit cube measurements. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace out.
Created using Powtoon.